First thing, good afternoon. 10 minutes is a tough time to present for all our 30 years of work in Sabah, especially with the marine work, and I'm delighted that I'm wearing a green silk color tone for our SSME, Sulawesi Marine Team design. Briefly, the presentation will cover introduction, policies, actions, development, and also some of the way forward, but I will not go into detail. The earlier one, I believe you would fall asleep because the rest of the speakers talk about it. Now, of course, this is a nice illustration of just a hypothetical scenario of a plant, but the site is the real site. Okay, that's the beauty of the place. I hope you can see that very clearly. Now, this is the thing. It is going to be somewhere around here, and you have turbine, and you have all other things surrounding that. Those are the place of real importance, and anything happen within this area would somehow affect us dearly, and some of our colleagues within those areas. Huh? Now, of course, it costs a lot. You may realize that to connect the grid for this plant would be something in the region of 200 million. If only they're willing to spend this money for something else, of course we'd be happy. A lot of workers we needed, but of course, that would basically, with few hundred people running around the construction site, my worry is our rhino horn will start disappearing for some aphrodisiac product. So that would be a potential threat. As you all know, Turbine Wildlife Reserve, it has been established, accepted by the State Cabinet as a center for a rhino breeding program. That itself signifies a great importance at that site. It's too far. Anyway, don't worry. We Sabahan are very mobile. We can live in Tambunan or KK. We are all hunting somewhere in Tawau or Kalabakan. Now, this is the coastal area. If you look at it properly, these are all important fishing ground here, the coastal area. And we are going to be sited somewhere around there. In terms of policy, we have people can talk about 4-field policy is outdated, obsolete. The 5-field has been mentioned also earlier. I will not go into detail. And then there are several other policies that are relevant to the work that we are doing and also the project that are coming in. The policy on biodiversity, policy on environment, the national wetland policy, national urbanization policy, and biotechnology policy. But of course, the most significant one related is national green technology policy, where basically the 4 pillars are mentioned here. One of them is the environment, I highlighted in dark. Conserve and minimize the impact on the environment, and of course, eventually, on the social aspect, improve the quality of life of the people. Yes, of course, having electricity, power uninterrupted to your home, that means your quality of life is improved. The quality of life means you have power all around, so who wouldn't want that? But are you willing to pay for the price for that power? When fuel price after the election goes up to 270, everybody with Ninja King all sitting at home. Less restaurant, dinner, everything. Why? Too expensive to go to drive the Ninja King. Okay, some action plans. Basically, we have the development corridor to guide us. We have the Sabah Shoreline Management Plan approved by Cabinet. We have the action plan for sustainable fisheries and resources, the action plan for coral reef. These are the things that basically of importance. Our guiding principle is Sulawesi, the region where the government has signed the importance of that area. Here it identified the key. This is on a global scale, not on a kampung scale, not on a Sabah scale, but on a global scale, the importance of our marine work. In Kudat, we do not know the negotiations, things like that. Of course, everything is confidential. Short term, in terms of up to 5 years, we have heard about it, Edwin mentioned about it, and also at SESB, the 10 megawatt and 10 kilometer, clear that out. Businessmen will come in. As long money, we heard one person just not talking about all they want is profit. If we can give them the profit for the business, they will jump into making money. The question is we ask, are you willing to pay again? Biomass is happening, but still, of course, there are issues there. Hydro, geothermal, and solar, I will not touch because this thing promoted by one as their food is poison to me because I will have problem later on to address environmental issue. Privacy, the first thing again, policy. Okay? Available, somebody comes to go on our door selling us power, we refuse to accept. If we can trust our Kalimantan neighbor for security, why can't we trust our Sarawaki neighbor? Sabah power tariff unchanged for 25 years. We would like to challenge this because we want to make it change so that the provider, SESB or TND, could benefit. We do not want them to go without bonus. WWF work without bonus, but SESB must have at least 3-month bonus for them. So, profit must be there. Review the tariff. Prime oil millers say, I can help to solve your problem. Support me. We are not supporting them. We rather throw away the fruit bunch rather than use it. Okay, policy, distributions, non-revenue, energy efficiency awareness. This is important. We heard about that again. The first thing is that, as Prof. Dan was talking about, we start reducing our usage, consumption. We start to reduce that, automatically it goes down. No need to build up, okay? But the first thing is, are we willing? Green building index. These days our building index is how many aircon more you can put into the house. The TV getting bigger, everything getting bigger. Unfortunately, we're not willing to pay the price. Policy, national policy on biomass should be established. And then we are willing to sell, but we're not willing to use. So are we going to repeat the fuel system again where gas are exported and then we found out in Sabah, we've got nothing to use for ourselves. I make money, but in the end we all got no money ourselves. That's why we got 400 Sabahan jobless and homeless in Semenanjung. Take advantage of the offer by Sarawak Energy. That's the solution. So, but in the word of the Prime Minister, Najib said, a better fuel mix for the country as currently it depended highly on coal, which is a highly polluting energy source and gas depleting resources. So one day on Ramadan, he will say we go for coal. Another day, go into global, he says something else. That is how we run our country. Summary, our energy consumption has increased over the years. You cannot deny the fact. A natural growth of 3% has increased many percentage. We would have been only like 1.8 million, now we got 3.3. So our energy also goes up like that. We are using energy in a very nice way, inefficient because highly subsidized. Policy, tariff for power providers to be met standard. All providers, whether they are biomass or anything, give them the same price. After all, they are giving the same kilowatt. Tariff for consumers. Now, the Prime Minister, we are going to reduce subsidy. Are you willing to pay the price if subsidy is taken out? And you pay the full price, then only thing. Agreement with IPP. Legal action, we start taking legal action. Inconvenient, no electricity at night, take actions. That's what we have now. It will be gone soon. Thank you.